Good morning, everybody. I'm going to get started mixing right away. I'm doing a cream shave today. I decided to do a bowl lather. It's been a little while. And I'm using a special product, at least to me, something I've yet to try. And it's not out yet. She's way on the labels, but from Through the Fire Fine Craft by Maria Armand, who also makes Maggard soaps. Her own line of soaps. She is coming out with a cream, and we've been working on a custom scent for her soaps that I'm interested in. An apple orchard kind of type smell. And so she sent me the scent sticks to kind of see which one I had a preference to. And so I went ahead and I was smelling those, but along with that came 2 containers. About this size. Actually, that is the size, not about. And it's with 2 of the creams. One is Ignite and one is Extinguish. This is Extinguish, which is a raspberry gelato. It has lemon in it as well, menthol. Just a very, very nice sweet smell. I'm assuming she sent these 2 since we were talking about her cream. And the fact that I was mentioning I was really looking forward to kind of getting some sweetness back in my den, but I wanted it to not just be a one-note sweet. So you can see it's coming together. I'm being very gentle with the water, just because I know cream's a little bit easier to overwater because they're already typically more diluted or more hydrated already. They already have more water added to it. It's more like a diluted soap, I guess you could say, to my understanding. So I'm just working it in there nice and easy. I love that this has some menthol in it. I know it's not for everybody in that way, but definitely get that raspberry lemony type smell to it. I don't smell the menthol yet, but we'll see how it feels once I put it on my face. Another reason I decided to go with the bowl lather. You control the water intake a little bit more with the cream. But also, being that I was out running yesterday for 40 plus minutes, didn't have any sunscreen on, figure be a little gentler to my face. It's coming together very nice. For those who are wondering, just a cheap little salsa bowl. Since I don't really bowl lather, I don't have any special scuttle or anything like that. It's what I started with, or what I found worked best for me as I was starting. And just look at that. That's a nice lather. Really no bubbles in there, any big bubbles I should say. All right. I'm gonna lightly wet my face. Let's see what we got here. Already starting to feel the menthol. Go back to the bowl a little. So I got a phone call coming out. Let me reject that so it doesn't stop my video. Nobody I know. Shave is more important. All right, the menthol is definitely kicking in. All right. Go ahead and grab my weapon of choice. Maggard MR5 with a Gillette Silver Blue. I believe it's the second shave on this blade. Very nice. Make sure my hand's dry so when I go back to, again, I'm not just getting the water from my hand. Well, with the MR5, just because new product and a cream typically don't have the slickness, or should I say the cushioning of a soap. I was talking with a gentleman named David this morning, and he asked if I'd used if I'd gone back to a cartridge razor and or goo since I started. Oh yeah, there's that menthol kick as soon as you wet your face down. And, you know, and to see if I had noticed any difference with, still see that lather there, still nice. See if I'd seen any difference with using the techniques I've learned through traditional shaving and the DE world, going into the cartridge world. And I said, you know, I've thought about it. I've thought about using, you know, getting a fusion from somebody, a blade, buying, you know, a blade or two, just one probably, and or borrowing whatever, an unused blade, and seeing what I thought, you know, do one with canned goo and one with, you know, good quality soap, and see how I felt. See, you know, if I learned stuff, you know, if that would give me a better shave, irritation free, all that stuff. Never done it yet. Can't say I probably ever will, but it's definitely something I thought about. And he came back to me. I don't know if he did it today or if it was just if he's done it since he started. But he went ahead, and I guess he had used the goo in a Mach 3. And he said he actually cut himself with the Mach 3. And on top of that, he said he broke out from the goo. So I just got, you know, all the chemicals in there, that kind of stuff. So as he pointed out, he goes, your face almost gets conditioned to all these good products we're using. I'm loving the sweetness of the smell. I'm loving the menthol. Just mentioning one of the groups, the guy was saying, well, next month will be Menthol May. And, or at least that's what he's going to go for. And I don't really have many menthol soaps. I have a few. But the way this one's smelling, I could definitely see myself getting this in a soap version. I'm not a huge cream fan. It's not, I know some people really enjoy them. I don't dislike them, but I just find the soaps to be a little bit easier for me. So please don't use my inexperiences with creams to scare you away. You can see there's plenty of lather still in here. It's just about an almond size, maybe a little bit more. It's got a good slickness to it, comparable with some of the soaps I've used. But as you can see, the overall cushion, you know, it's a thinner lather for me at least. Once again, could be just my inexperience with creams. But to me, the slickness is more important than a cushion. That's just my preference. I can't remember if I said at the beginning, but as soon as she gets the labels in, these will be available on her website. It's Through the Fire Fine Craft again. She also does pottery. I know her husband does knives and other stuff. Very multi-talented. Go ahead and put a little cream in my hand. These are all very, very minor touch-ups. I'm just figuring might as well get it perfect today. All right, let's go ahead. Cold water rinse. This should feel nice. That menthol on the cold face. That is really nice. I say, you know, like I said, with the creams, I just don't find the slickness, or not slickness, but the cushion level as you would with the soap. But this cream offered a fantastic slickness. Definitely better than most of the creams I've used, and on par with some soaps I've used as well. I probably overhydrated it a little bit, but it definitely feels good in the hand. You just don't get that cushion you normally do with the soap. But once again, to me, the cushion's nice, but what's more important to me is the slickness, because to me that's what offers me, personally, my opinion, the protection against the blade. Allows that blade to slide, you know, easier on my face, and I much prefer that. And wow, my face is super smooth. So, I didn't feel any irritation. Now comes the true question. Line my sage. Or the Floyd menthol. I think the Lime My Sage is going to work best with this. It's got that tartness. Feels super nice. Face is warming up / cooling down. So once again, I used from Riamon, I used Through the Fire Fine Crafts Extinguish, and it's a raspberry lemon gelato menthol type cream. As you guys can see, you know, it didn't get into it ballooned up really good in the bowl, but it didn't offer that, you know, slick cushioning you see in my normal lathering, but not slick, but the volume, we'll say, as you would see normally. Just my experience. I'm not a cream guy. But the slickness was on point. For that, I give it a great score on that aspect of it. I would use it, no problem. What I would probably do, and this is probably going to become my customary thing with all my creams that I have, is instead of shying away from them, I'm going to embrace them, but I'm going to, instead of doing the super lather, you know, cream soap, I have the unscented PAA pre-shave bar. I'll probably use that and see if that can incorporate some of the cushion. So I get the best of both worlds there. But as far as the cream goes, this stuff worked really, really well for me. I'm very pleased. Scent was fantastic. Between these two, I'll definitely be ordering one of them, at least in a soap for this summer, along with the apple orchard that we worked on, or she worked on. I just gave the idea. And I'm definitely going to try her aftershaves because, you know, as Tom Moore said, it is the year of the stink. And so I want to get a couple of her aftershaves as well. So everybody, God bless. I hope this was a informative shave for you with a product that you haven't seen yet. I hope I did it justice. I hope if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I don't want my experience to prevent anybody from not trying a product. I found it to be a very nice product. If you have any tips of working with creams, let me know. I appreciate them. So everybody, God bless, and we'll talk to you later.